Choose who can participate. Set a delay between messages. Okay, we need to choose moderator for 11. We've never done that. We would press close.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess we like the impromptu thing.
Why not?
Just waiting on some people to stop by. We can hang out a bit on this Mother's Day. Feel like everybody is out and about.
Don't do that.
But you did that. I already told you.
Baby, enjoy your little dinner.
I did. I had a wonderful time. It was lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, guys, that was a pre-birthday dinner.
Yeah. We just had a pre-birthday dinner. And it's also Mother's Day, so the gang was there. And now we're back and we're just chilling and thought we'd hang out with you guys a bit.
Yeah, we might have to wait until a few people come.
How is your day going or your evening going? Hello. What's that?
Who's that?
Hi, Simone.
Happy Mother's Day, Simone.
And the, what's that? LX?
Alex. I hope I'm right.
Uh, Hi, guys. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. How is your evening going so far?
It's a shake.
Oh, it's a shake. Okay.
That's a nice name. Unusual.
Unusual, yeah. So guys, we just had a little outing for Mother's Day. I think we had a combo, 2 in 1, because it's a pre-birthday celebration and Mother's
Monique.
Day. Hi Monique, how are you?
Wagwan.
Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, so we had a combo, Mother's Day slash birthday. Oh, thank you, Monique, but not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Hopefully soon. The Mother's Day part was for my mom.
She be dodging those bullets.
I've been dodging the bullets. It's very common, Ashik.
It's is that an Indian name or
Yeah, what culture is that? Because that's a unique name.
is it Egyptian or
Are you guys together? Yes, we are together. Very much so. Tied to the hip.
conjoined?
Monique,
Arabic.
happy Mother's Day. I hope you had a good day. Oh, it's Arabic. Oh, that's nice.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the chat.
And you know, for the entire week, guys, it was raining all week, every day. It was crazy. And then today was the perfect day. Lovely. That's how good God is. He works. Thanks. Yes, it was. That's great, Monique. That's good that you had a wonderful day.
Thank you, Ashik.
Man, you're handsome.
Thank you. I try.
You try.
I try.
Ooh, what's he doing? Yeah, so it's a beautiful evening right now, and I thought I'll come and hang out with you guys a little bit. We are in the US,
But we're from Jamaica.
but originally from Jamaica.
Land of wood and water.
I feel like, oh, neighbors are playing music and all of that, so you know it's a festive day.
So are you guys doing anything special today or you just chilling?
Oh, it's raining, Monique. Where are you? Where are you, Monique? Where are you from? Oh, you went out to sell the Mother's Day baskets. Oh yes, I think I saw your video, and they looked very pretty.
The Blue Mountains. Ashik,
Oh yeah, the Blue Mountain. I think maybe he's referring for the Jamaica Blue Mountain.
Oh.
For the coffee and stuff.
Well, yeah.
Oh, you're in Georgia, Monique.
Ashik, what do you know about the Blue Mountains?
Oh, you sold out. That's great. Wow.
That's good.
That's great.
Gotta get that money.
Yeah. So you do baskets for other occasions too, Monique? Are you tired? I
Job.
understand. I get it.
Job racing.
Because you're probably out there for a while.
Well, go on, Job.
Yes, I sell for all occasions. That's good. That's good, Monique. Is that Job?
Yeah.
Hi, Job.
Wagwan.
Big up on yourself. Nice Sunday evening.
You don't know how the thing go. You know that's a good little thing. Selling baskets.
The baskets, yeah. That's a good
It's a good little
hustle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good little hustle.
Oh, you're gonna start on the Father's Day basket next week. Father's Day is what? In June?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
I am definitely looking forward to that one.
He's looking forward to Father's Day. So, Monique, maybe soon or in the future, we can look forward to seeing you as a big company. The men bought a lot this year. Wow, that's good. That's good. It's good that is working out.
Where's the main bottle at?
Mm-hmm.
Here.
And then it's a good time of year too, with all of these different occasions coming up. That's really good. So did you guys do dinner already? What's for dinner? Everybody always talk about the economy, but they still buying. That's true. I mean, the economy is bad. The economy is bad, I must say, but I mean, if you see something that you need or something you want,
You are going to buy it.
yeah, you're gonna get it. I mean, we still have to live even though the economy is bad. So I think even though it's bad, we do maybe a lot of people prioritize what they would normally get or buy. And if it's that particular time of the year too, like these occasions, I'm sure they'll do it because especially for Mother's Day, whether the economy is tight or not, and you have occasions like these, Mother's Day, trust me, they're gonna still buy.
Most definitely.
Yes, everything is expensive. It's not even funny. It's so expensive. Monique says I agree with you. Yeah. I mean, what can we do? It's life. We still have to we still have to, I mean, if we see something and we do have that extra coin that we can afford it, then yeah, we're still gonna get it, because what's the point of going to work every day? What's the point of going to work every day and if you see something you like, and it doesn't really have to be anything expensive, but let's say you need something, what's the point of going to work every day and you have to be if and butting whether or not to get it? The economy might be bad, but again, I said, I mean, we still have to live. And I don't think a lot of people nowadays are really living beyond their means.
Do you think that it was a lot easier to survive back then than it is today?
Well, back then, compared, I mean, looking at it from
Or is it the same thing?
the Chick-fil-A by my house always has a line all day, right?
I mean,
Right?
that's Chick-fil-A. You don't go wrong with Chick-fil-A.
Listen, he's a fan, a big fan of Chick-fil-A. So he's going to be biased in this conversation.
Chat, I don't know what they put in the sauce, but that Chick-fil-A sauce,
He's going to be biased. But yeah,
you put that Chick-fil-A sauce on anything and you'll eat it. I guarantee you that.
yeah, the economy is bad. And as I said, the line by the Chick-fil-A is long. And especially because it's food. I don't really think people, they're gonna hesitate when it comes to that. And especially some food that's people have their favorites and stuff like that, they're gonna get it. Talk text. Oh, you mean from your side you're using talk text? Yeah, so you were saying back in the day, if it's easier to live back in the day than it is now.
If it was it less expensive back in the days, or is it?
To me, all right, now in this day and age, looking back, it seems like now is more expensive, sitting and looking back then. But when we were in it back then, yes, oh yeah, okay, Monique, no problem. So back then, when we were in it at that specific time, it seemed expensive because we were in it. But nowadays, and looking back then and compared to now, I think now is more expensive than back then.
To me, it is the same.
You feel?
Why I said it is the same? Our income, right?
At both times.
Yeah, it is different. Our income now back then would have been rich.
That's what I'm saying.
So now, our income, it's matching,
back
our
then.
expenses today. Yeah.
You feel so?
Back then, with the income that our parents was getting back then, it was matching the expenses of then.
Yeah, but nowadays though, I don't think the income nowadays is matching the expenses. No.
And I remember one.
So look, so if you look back at it and look back in the day, you would think that things were a little bit more reasonable back then than it is now.
Back then they used to have persons who control cost. Today we don't have it in this society.
Mm.
No.
Mm. I'm gonna put the highlights, but then I think the music. That's why I said don't wind down the windows. But you are, if you turn it on to your thing, never come on. Oh my God, babe. Music always. Yeah, so I mean, it's a critical time now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi Nicole. How are you? Happy Mother's Day. Hope you're doing well and I hope you enjoyed your day. Monique says you really have to sit and think about retirement and what you're going to do when you get older. That's so true, Monique. So true. Because, yeah, if you sit and think about it, you're going to be like, if we're at this stage and we have to be constantly thinking about tomorrow, the next day, the future,
And trust me, it won't.
retirement is a big deal. It's a big issue because if things are this difficult now,
And it won't get any easier.
it's not gonna get any easier. So what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
In the next 15, 20 years from now.
Yeah, when it's time to retire. Oh, thank you, money, Nicole, but not yet. Not yet. Still dodging bullets for now. Yes, I had a good day because it was Mother's Day, yes, but we really celebrated for my mom. But also we did a two-in-one because it's a pre-celebration for my birthday too, because my birthday is tomorrow. So we did a two-in-one. Even, you know, we did a two-in-one for birthday, my birthday and Mother's Day. No, that's fine, Nicole. Yeah, retirement is a big deal. We definitely have to have a plan, and I feel like our young days is like a constant, you have to be constantly planning and preparing. It's all about preparing for the future and all of that stuff, retirement, even for 5 years from now, stuff like that, because we don't know what the future holds. We don't know what the future holds. Monique says happy birthday. Thank you, Monique. Yeah, we don't know what the future holds, so we have to be constantly, you know, making preparations for that. You never know. And with these current times and all the changes that are being made, we definitely don't know what retirement is going to be like. Nicole says it's been a great day. That's awesome. Hi, Jay. Oh, you're in the background. Okay.
Wagwan!
Big up yourself. I hope you're having a good day. I'm not sure if you're a mom or not. I'm going to say happy Mother's Day. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, so it's 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 really a lot of things, a lot of stuff to think about. I feel like you don't know that you're grown, and back then when you were young, maybe teenager, early 20s and that kind of thing, I feel like that was life. But nowadays I feel like life isn't just about life. It's constantly about preparing for the next day, preparing for the future, preparing for retirement, that sort of thing. It's like a constant, you're in a constant phase of preparation, so to speak. And I feel like that's all life is about nowadays. That's why it is important sometimes to live, put it that way. So it's important sometimes to live, because I feel like sometimes the seriousness of it all, of it all can really be a damper. Nicole says you look so nice today. Oh, thank you, Nicole. Thank you. Yeah, so um and then I feel like sometimes too you can never be too prepared. Can never be too prepared.
Yeah, because things change every day, and that's the only thing that never changes.
Yeah.
We always have a change.
Yep. You can't be too prepared because sometimes you'll be planning and planning and you'll be preparing, and when it reaches to that point, then you're gonna hear, oh, or maybe you realize that you still didn't even prepare enough.
Or you never factor in certain things.
Yeah, you didn't factor in certain. But really and truly, can you really be really prepared? I mean, you
Guys,
can just do your best and hope that your best is good enough or it works out. Not to
the
mention for
persons who are in control, they are always there to get us. That's how I look at it. You can't escape.
yeah.
It's hard.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, even with retirement nowadays, even your retirement plan and stuff like that, when you check it from time to time, you might see that you have certain amount of funds and all of that stuff. But you know what gets a lot of people? When it's time for you to, when you actually reach that retirement stage and you want to maybe withdraw something or whatever, that's the time you realize that, oh, you're gonna have to pay all these taxes. So if you want to withdraw a certain amount, if you need a certain amount, you cannot withdraw that exact amount because you have to pay the taxes on that amount. So you have to actually draw more than what you would need.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
See? They're out for us.
So I guess it's the cycle. Yep, Monique, the taxes will get us. I'm telling you. Um, a lot of people talk about the is it the Roth IRA? And that one you don't have to. That's tax free when you're withdrawing, because I think
Yeah, you pay the tax before.
you pay the tax before. So what you see is what you would probably get because you pay the taxes before. Yeah, that's the Roth IRA. But it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, have you guys ever stopped and wondered? Because if you look at our if you look at our time right now and generation right now, but have you wondered, like, for kids and stuff like that, in the future, what is it gonna be like for them? Is it gonna be any better, or is it actually gonna be worse than what it is now? I don't know what you guys think. And Oniko says it's going to be hard for them. Yes, definitely. I think so too. I think it's gonna be a lot harder. And I guess that's why it's good when you do generational wealth. That helps them out a bit.
Mm-hmm.
That helps them out a bit. At least for a little while, because you know sometimes they do have a saying that say generational wealth only lasts a couple of generations, so it's not like maybe what 3 generations they said. Monique says I can say property is a good investment. I think so too. Yeah, I think property, real estate, that sort of thing is a good investment. That's a good investment. Generational wealth is biblical. Yeah, yeah, I think so. And I feel like back in the day, probably I don't even know. Was generational wealth more prominent back in the day? I mean, with us growing up and our
We weren't
parents.
hearing much about it, but it was there.
Yeah, compared to now.
I think since COVID, that that little period there, it opened up.
A lot of people's eyes.
It opened up a lot of people's eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we are more in tune to what's going on in today's society.
Mm-hmm. Nicole says we are supposed to leave an inheritance for our children and their children. Yeah, that's true. We're supposed to, but can we? I mean, some people are able to, but what about the ones that are not? I mean, what's gonna happen to those, to that generation? What do we use for the highlights here, babe? Is it this? You sure? Oh no, that's not that. That. Yeah, so
We are supposed to.
Jay, if you're still here, let us know when you wanna do that thing. Yeah, so I guess nowadays the motivation is for us to try and obtain generational wealth, but that's not easy at all. And with the saying that they said it only lasts like for 3 generations, maybe that would have been so for past generations that were creating generational wealth. It probably would last for 3 generations, but I don't know how possible that would be in today's day and age. don't know how possible that would be in today's day and age. It probably would just last maybe one generation. Nicholas says it is possible. Yeah, I guess because anything is possible. Yeah.
Guys, if you have any
Small
ideas,
stocks, yes.
if you have any ideas, guys, I'm open.
Nicole says small stocks.
Nicole, how do you go about it though?
What are some good stocks though? Because you really have to know the good ones.
Yeah, people always say invest, 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 but not. They don't tell you how to go about it.
Jay says, okay, I'm here. I was listening though. Don't have any kids. Okay. Okay, sorry about that, Jay. Monique says families have to stick together. That's so true. That's so true. And maybe that's a easier way of obtaining generational wealth too, when families stick and work together. Nicole says, what's that? IUL's insurance. We're gonna look that up. And index universal life insurance policies. Okay. Jay says, I think a good investment will be in Pampers. Yeah.
Jay,
Babies will always be here. That's true, Jay. So true. You know, that's a good one. That's a good one, Jay. That's a good one. Yeah, Pampers is a good one. Just saying that I'm sitting here and it's like it's stuck in my head. I'm like thinking about it. That's a good one. Yeah, so there's definitely a lot to think about. Jesus, happy early birthday, Sab. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad the weather let up today. It's the first good weather we had, what, for the past 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been raining every day. And today was a lovely, lovely day. Oh, it's raining there too? Wow. And it's raining where you are too, Nicole? Where are you, Nicole?
Both of them are in Georgia.
Oh, they're in Georgia. That's crazy though. I feel like this type of weather, we should have gotten this from April. Isn't this saying like April showers bring May flowers? Right? So I feel like this type of weather we should have gotten it. Oh, Carolinas, Nicole. Feel like this type of weather we should have gotten that from April. And it's like a lot of rain too, and we got a few thunderstorms. This reminds me of like not hurricanes. Yeah, hurricane season. This reminds me of the hurricane season in the Caribbean. Yes, April showers brings May flowers. Yes. it's bad thunderstorms. Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like, I mean, the rain is a blessing. The rain is a blessing. Um, the rain is a blessing, but I feel like we're being robbed of the springtime moving into the summertime, because we have so much of winter. We have a long winter, so I feel like we're being robbed. Jay says right. Yes. I feel like I'm being robbed. And by the time you maybe quint a couple of times, winter is back again. Hopefully it washed the pollens away. Maybe a little. Maybe just a tiny bit. Because a lot of people have allergies and stuff like that. Sometimes, I don't know, sometimes I get triggered with headaches and stuff from that too. So I haven't had any since the season started. So maybe that's a good thing for the rain. Monique says my allergies are severe. Really? Wow. I'm sorry to hear that, because I know that can be a terrible thing. I know that. I know a couple people who have allergies, and it's crazy. Crazy. But as I said, I guess the rain is a blessing, so we can't be too, we have to be mindful. It reminds me, we did tell the story on our channel in the earlier days of our channel. We had a lot of stuff before we were really into this community. We had a few videos on our channel before with a lot of stuff. I used to prank Anthony a couple of times, stuff like that. But as it relates to the rain and blessings, we had a little story time on our channel of our wedding day. So the night before, it was really, really raining, like a thunderstorm, because we had the wedding in our backyard, and we had the big white tent and all of that, but we needed a few other tents, maybe 2 other ones for the food and the DJ and stuff like that. And we put those up overnight. And when I woke up in the morning, one of the smaller tents, I think it was actually 3, because we had like one for the DJ, one for the food, and then a small one placed beside the big white one, so that how the table for the reception was going to be, we needed a little extra space covered. But that particular tent, when we woke up in the morning, it was destroyed from a thunderstorm. I've always wanted like a garden / backyard wedding, and when I saw the rain the night before, I was praying. Trust me, I was praying. But then, and when I woke up in the morning, the place was wet. The tent was the small tent was destroyed, and I'm grateful that it was only that one tent, that small one. So we had to kind of like fix it up and put it back together. It turned out great. And then the rain was like drizzling for most of the morning, all the way till about 12. Yeah, the rain was there up until drizzling up until about 12, which I still thank God it wasn't really falling that much. Yeah, the pollen was terrible. But the funny thing about it, they do say, like, if the rain falls on your wedding day, that's a blessing, like blessing. But as I said, the rain drizzled up until about 12 o'clock. And then, guys, can you believe when we were done with the ceremony and we were taking pictures before the reception,
Guys,
the
sun
sun,
was piping hot.
when I said the sun was sunning, it was sunning. We were taking photos and it was like we were hot. It was crazy and we were like, look at that. I ended up still getting the scenery that I wanted because even though it was raining the night before and slightly in the morning, in the afternoon it was so pretty. So I guess God still came through for me then. Nicole says my plants are getting a lot of water. Yes. Yes, and I guess that's good for the plants. So I guess we can't complain. Definitely can't complain. I'm gonna see if we can make it up to an hour, guys. It's not gonna be a long live as usual.
Yeah.
We just came back. We haven't even gotten into the house as yet. We decided to chill out a bit. So do you guys have any plans for the rest of the evening? Nicole says I need to go live more to grow my channel. Yes. I think we need to go live more too, but the thing about it is, I'm gonna be very honest. I don't know. I'm a type of person where, for me, in certain situations or certain things, and when it comes to live, I feel like I definitely have to feel it. And I don't believe in forcing things either. I feel like I have to have that inner feeling in order for things to kind of flow naturally. Monique says I'm going to be resting. That's good. That's good because I know you might be tired from
The hustle.
from the hustle and bustle today. Yeah, so as I was saying, I definitely feel like it's something I have to be feeling like that. I know, and maybe the more you do it, it will get to that point, but until it gets to that point. Nicole says, yes, I have to be in the mood and I'm resting after going out for Mother's Day dinner. Oh, that's awesome. I hope you enjoyed your dinner. And yeah, you definitely have to be in the mood. And it's not just even being in the mood. I feel like for me to go live, I have to feel a sense of purpose. There's that bit of purpose where it helps to grow your channel and all of that, but I'm talking in,
You have to feel the vibes.
yeah, the vibes, feel that connection with wanting to go live. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Enjoy your meal, Nicole. It was a very nice dinner. That's awesome. Yeah, we had a good time too. Yeah. So I guess that's one of the things we're probably gonna be working on or have to work on in terms of going live. But I've been live a few times. It's just that it's not on a regular basis. But we've definitely gone live a few times. And sometimes it's not a long live either. And that's not the only reason too. Sometimes Anthony and I's schedule don't align. So sometimes in that sense it's very hard. It's very hard to go live in that sense. And then when our schedules align, our first priority is mostly to do our long form videos
Or shorts.
or shorts. Oh, Nicole says I'm really busy, so I don't post as much either. Yeah, and I get that because we do we do have lives outside of YouTube and work and all that stuff, so we have to like find a balance. Monique says I don't go live often. Yeah, it's kind of tricky sometimes, but it's also very yes, Nicole, balance is key. That's the key. We have to try and find a balance. And Monique says I'm working on changing up my content. That's awesome. Yeah, it's always good to try something new or to change your content. That's good too. Yeah, so I was saying it's also inspiring to see other content creators, especially those within the community. It's inspiring to see, that they go live often. Um yeah, because it's not really an easy thing to do either, because some people have a knack for it. I don't think we have a knack for it.
Guys, me personally, I'm not a talkative person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and there are a lot of intricacies that goes into going live. Both of us are reserved people, right? I'm a Tararian, he's a Tararian. I don't really like to talk. He doesn't really like to talk. You know what I mean? We are both reserved and quiet people. If you had said to us that we would be doing YouTube a few years ago, we would
I
be
would be
telling you
saying,
you're
you're
crazy.
lying.
Like, who, me? No, you're crazy.
But I
So,
mean, this is where society is going, you know, social media. So why not?
oh, Nicole says my husband is not as talkative either. Yeah. So, but are you more talkative than your husband? If that's the case, then it works because you would pick up that slack. But when it's both of us, it's like one of us really, really, really have to feel the vibe. You know what I mean? Because both of us are not talkative people. We're reserved people. And we have to see like the sense of purpose. We have to see the sense of purpose, or we have to feel like the life is gonna have some form of quality, if you know what I mean. Oh, Nicole says you guys are good at it.
Nicole,
Really,
stop lying.
Nicole?
You're lying.
Trust me. Like, I don't even know. Trust me. You say you think we're good at it, but
I don't feel it, and I
I
don't
must
see
say
it. Mm.
today is a good day in terms of us going live. For some reason it's just flowing. But most of the times when we're going live, I like to have something doing
Guys, let me tell
so
you
that
this.
I can piggyback from that.
A few drinks will get me talking. That is what that gives me the personality.
Yeah, he always says, you know, he's a little personality. I am more outgoing and a social butterfly. That's good. And that's what I'm saying. But both of us, we're really not. We're homebodies most of the time. We're quiet. We don't even really like crowd. So it's a hot mess. Oniko says, no, I'm serious because you are growing. Ah, thank you.
Yeah, a few alcohol, a few drinks will do that.
Monique says, yes, Nicole. Oh, Nicole says, I like your content and style. Thank you so much, Nicole. Thank you.
Appreciated. It takes
And
a lot.
yeah, it takes a lot because one of the things too when I'm doing YouTube or I started doing YouTube, my thing is, and that is why sometimes from time to time I'm sure this happens to some people too. You would struggle with content because what I hear a lot of people say everything is content, but I just feel like for me the content, I don't know, there must be something in there that is of value to others. And sometimes even with my content I feel like sometimes it might not
Or be up to par.
up to par or come off that way. But I'm trying to be more Monique says you both are doing great. Thank you. And
Yep.
Nicole says, I agree. Oh, I agree, Monique. Thank you guys. Yeah, I mean,
Guys, we need the subscribers. And sometimes I feel like it's not working out.
listen, you have to be strong-minded. Very strong-minded because YouTube, it will drive you crazy.
This minute, we're getting the subscribers. The next minute is like the algorithm is working against us.
Right? Nicole says, as content creators, we all feel the same way about our content. Yeah, but you know, and then sometimes you would feel that way about your content, and then sometimes when you look at other content and you say, wow, but this is great, and you were thinking you were thinking of something along that line, or you might even started recording something along that line and you scratch it and said, oh no, this doesn't seem right, or this is not, it doesn't have the quality or whatever. But then you see someone with the same concept and you're like, wow.
Mhm.
So you know, it's always a struggle. It's always a struggle. So yeah, so I mean, I guess if we, I guess the goal is to go live more. Nicole says couples content is growing on YouTube. Um, I think it
Yes.
is. Yeah, I think the couples content though has always been there. I feel like back before we started, the couples content was the thing that was kicking. You know what I mean? Um, it was really booming. But I feel like a lot more. I feel like nowadays, I'm not sure if you guys see this or feel the same way, but I feel like nowadays you kind of have I don't know if the couple's content is really coming in like that, because I feel like whoever is there is from people from back in the day. You might have one or two that's coming up now. Nicole says it's hard to get my hobby to create content. Yeah, and that's the thing with when you have a couple's channel too. When it's when it's a single person's channel, when I say single, I mean one person. Um, it's easy to, because sometimes you might have an idea, or sometimes you might just be out and about, and you can find any little thing to use as content. But when it's a couple, the both parties have to be willing to participate. So I understand that, Nicole. It can be an issue, but Nicole, maybe something too that would probably help you. Or she says, he is so laid back. Anthony is laid back too, but because he knows it's a couple's channel.
Babe, me not laid back.
No?
No, me not laid back.
Well, in some things.
Guys.
But we understand because he works a lot and stuff like that. So, but he understands that we kind of have, it's a schedule, but not really a schedule, but somewhat of a schedule. So we try to work with that. But maybe what can help you and your hobby, being that he is a bit laid back and you have to persuade him, still couples channel, but maybe you have to be the upfront type of person. Whatever content you're doing, maybe he can just be in the background, and you find something that incorporates him where he doesn't really have to do much.
Yeah, make him do the editing.
But if he still has to be in the content, because but it's I don't know. Oh, but it's not really. Are you guys really a couples channel, or it's just you, but you incorporate him in it sometimes, Nicole? Oh, Monique says a lot of people can relate to you both. Yes. Thank you. Because I feel like with our channel, we try to make things fun, and we try also a lot of different things, and we really don't have a niche, but maybe you could say we have a niche because we're a couples channel, so I guess that's a niche. But you know, we try to do a lot of different things on the channel. And when we just started our channel too, it was really to show our journey, because if you go back and watch our first videos were about
transitioning from one country to another.
Our first video was about us just us getting to, well, not really getting together because we were together, but really maneuvering into transitioning and migrating and stuff like that, because Anthony was migrating to the US. So we had to go through the process, and you know what that process is. Long and tedious. So we were informing, it was more informational at the beginning. And so it's basically just to follow our journey as a couple from then till now. Monique says there is something on YouTube for everyone. Yes, definitely. I think so too. Nicole says I started with me and then we paired together. Yeah, and that's a good thing too, because when you do it together too, because there's a lot of things you can piggyback each other with. You know, there are a lot of different stuff you can do. Nicole says it's been a year now. Yeah, it's been a year, and for us too, it's been a while. Like, how long has it been? Yeah, 20,
A year and some
a
months.
year and some months. It's around the same time.
A year and maybe 4 months, 4 or 5 months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's definitely, I guess with anything else, you have ups and downs. And so we have to just have the mental space and capacity to know that we have to keep going.
Gotta push, can't give up.
Yep.
Consistency is key, guys. Don't give up.
Yep.
You might wake up.
Nicole says going live on YouTube is different from TikTok. I think so too. Definitely. I think we've only gone live on TikTok once. And I don't know, for some reason it's just not our cup of tea. So we haven't even tried that anymore. But we do have a TikTok account, Sab Tony. So we do post over there too.
Very rare.
We post rare, but we still post. We have a few content on there. And we also have our Instagram, which is Sab Tony. So we post there too. But trust me, it's kind of hard to keep up with all of these platforms. And the trying to grow our YouTube channel, I think it takes precedence over the other platforms. But we do post on both or on all three whenever we can. Oh, you post on TikTok too? Yeah. So yeah, we just have to keep going. We just have to keep going. All right, guys. I think we're at. Oh, really? That's how you grew your YouTube channel from what, TikTok? That's interesting. Oh, awesome. That's great. So do you do Instagram too, or is it just TikTok? It's a little tough growing solely on YouTube. That's very true. That's very true. Or you just do TikTok. Okay. Yeah, so I guess we have to just keep the faith and keep going. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. All right, guys. This was a good one. thank you so much for hanging out with me, with us. Yeah, it was a good evening. I want to thank you guys so much, and happy Mother's Day again, and enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Thank you, Monique. Same to you. You guys are doing great. Thank you, Nicole. I enjoyed the chat. Thank you, Nicole. Yeah, me too. It was really good. It was flowing and everything. So, maybe this is a little bit of warming up again for us. Maybe as we do this, the more we do this, I guess, the more it will feel natural, so to speak. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you. And have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. All right, guys. Bye-bye.